is right here for a minute. It's not gonna work. So today is normally my going to the office day, but today is a little bit different because the kids' school is winding down. So there's just some like scheduling conflicts. So I get to work from home sometime. The office is a complete work in progress. We have big goals for this room, but I want to do like built-in shelves back here, paint the room all one color, but for now it's just a little janky, I'll be honest. And Keith put in the fan, but he didn't get to put in the lights in the ceiling yet. So I have my ranch sign that sometimes I have to use as like a ring light when it's like super early in the morning and it's really dark in here. So it's all work in progress and that's totally okay. Drop the kids off at school. Where can I put you? I guess I'll put you here and you'll just get a weird angle. So awkward. So I haven't had coffee in a really long time. I talked about it a little bit on Instagram, but Penny, say hi. Hi. I found out that I I'm just making my matcha in here because I already had one. I'm not sure if you're supposed to have like too much matcha, but I already had one, so now I'm on my second. Eventually, I found out from a blood test that I have like a lot of mold in my body, either like from topical like makeup, which is gross, or from food, different things like that. So I like ice. Penny, she always gets our little dropped ice cubes. We make our own milk. We don't really drink too much like dairy milk. Definitely not against it. The kids love raw milk, but Keith and I, spilled everywhere. Keith and I got the almond cow machine, which is fantastic. If you are not a dairy drinker, do not drink the nut milk from the stores. Like, do your gut a favor and make it. Swear that thing like only works half the time. Let's go. Just got my little hooligans from school. So now we're headed home and we have the horse's toe appointment. We are not vloggers, people. We are not vloggers.
It's our 100th day today.
100th day today. You want to tell them about it?
So, we got some candy.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some chocolate chips.
What did you bring for 100th day?
Starburst.
And what did your teacher say?
I love the red Starburst.
She said the Starbursts were her favorite and that Sawyer was so nice and shared all the red Starbursts with her. So anyways, we're headed home. The kids will get some snacks and then they will help me. Keith is at the vet because one of our heifers, she was born in December. So she's ready to move along. Someone bought her, but she missed our last, like we usually get them bangs vaccinated in groups. So she missed the last group because she was too young, or I can't remember why. Oh, we just almost ran over a coyote. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, that'll get the blood pumping. So Keith's at the vet with Holly, getting her vaccine done. We're headed home, and then got our own set of chores to do.
If you want some candy, I have some candy.
Oh, all right. We don't, and do you normally get candy? Like, let's be honest. Do you normally get candy?
Yes.
No! Their school, I will say, their school gives them a ton of candy. But at home, do you get candy?
No.
No. So you're getting spoiled, huh?
Spoiled.
Spoiled. I don't know what it is, but as I've gotten older, my eyes have gotten so sensitive. Every time I come outside, they just like cry. Whew, now that I'm a jumbly mess. What even is that from? I don't even know. Our tack room is a disaster. Look at them, already running away. They know. All right, let's gather these bad boys up. To actually even admit how long it took me to even learn how to tie like a slip knot with the horses. So I watched so many YouTube videos, and then finally there was like a TikTok video I saw. It's like so helpful. I'd come out here and I would just practice tying knots because I had no clue how. And should you probably know these things before you own a horse? Yeah, probably. When we first got the horses, I had only had a couple riding lessons, and there was this little gal next to our old house. Like, there's a billboard next to her house that said like riding lessons, call this number. So I called the number and I was like, hey, you know, I have no horse experience. I don't even have horses. I love horses. I just want to know, like, you know, general horsemanship, riding lessons. Well, I went to my very first class and she was like, okay, like the horse is over there, go get him. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like the type of person where like, I don't like being embarrassed. So I'll push through almost anything that I don't know how to do. So I walked over there and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, here's the halter on a nail next to the horse. I didn't even know how to put it on. Like, that's how green I was. So I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna have to ask for help, which is so hard. So I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know if your assistant didn't tell you, like, I have zero experience with horses at all. And she's like, oh, okay. So she brought me over, showed me how to tie on a halter, showed me how to lead him over so that we could saddle him up and everything. So she did it mainly. Like, I wasn't even really saddling. That was the other thing. I still like really didn't even know how to do that. We get into the arena and I'm thinking like, cool, we're gonna do, you know, like riding, right? And then she hollers like, bring in the cows to somebody over on the side. And this garage door starts opening and all these little like calves start running in. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. Like, I thought this was like riding lessons. Yeah, it was cutting lessons. So I did cutting lessons on my very first experience on a horse. And let me tell you, that was quite the experience because those horses know exactly what they're doing. So it was fun. It was terrifying, but it was fun. This is like my least favorite time of day. When I haven't come up with dinner yet. Everybody's hungry. It's 6, so realistically it's a little late for starting dinner when you have nothing defrosting.
Dinner.
What?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Chicken strips.
I was gonna say waffles.
No, chicken strips.
Sometimes I'm tempted to just make breakfast for dinner, even though it's like my least favorite thing ever. Okay, start it.